Have you ever wondered how your devices actually talk to each other? Cables, ports, and even Bluetooth. All the hidden connections that make your tech work seamlessly. Welcome back, Tech Explorers. We are on this journey through the IC3 Digital Literacy Certification Program from Certiport, and we are focusing on the Global Standard 6. Exploring digital devices and connections. So far, we've looked at input and output devices, and now it's time to discover how everything actually connects. From the cables and ports that physically link your devices to the wireless magic of Bluetooth. These connections are what make your device communicate and work together. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the how and the why behind every connection so you can navigate technology confidently. Stay tuned. This is where your device really come to life. We are still looking at objective 1.2, which is identify digital devices and connections. And we've already done the first bit. And this time around, we're going to continue with connectors and connections. So this is objective 1.2.3, focused on level 1 of our technology basics. So you just need to know. So we see that the cables connect devices to your computer. So one end of the cable plugs into the device and the other end has a special connector that plugs into the computer's port. So if it is a desktop computer, then you're looking at the system unit. If it's a laptop, it's inbuilt, and we will later explore all of that. Okay, so what are some of these common ports on our computer? So we've got a video port, and it's let you connect monitors, projectors, or TVs to your computer to see what's on the screen. And you usually use a VGA cable or an HDMI cable, and they have, connectors that you can just plug into their respective port. Then we also have the network port. So this port allows your computer to connect to the internet or other networks. So if you want to go over the internet, you will need a network port. So we have what we call the RJ45 port, where your cable slots into that. But you just need to know this. We're not doing any practical yet. Then the audio ports, also called jacks, let you connect speakers or headphones to hear sound from your computer. Then USB port, which is a very common port that allows you to connect many different devices like printers, scanners, cameras, flash drives, keyboards, and whatnot. So just bear that in mind, okay? Now we move on to other, so these are some of the pictures. So we've got our HDMI cable going into its ports, okay? Then we also have our network port. So we have an RJ45 which goes into this. But as we advance through the series, IC3 being the starting point for all the certification programs from Certiport, you can later look at networking for the IT specialist certification track or pathway. You'll learn how to create some of these cables. I'm just opening your eyes to the possibilities, okay? Then we have our USB, which we are all familiar with. And these are the ports. So we have the cables going into their respective ports. And for the purposes of certification exam, you need to, know some of these things, and which, in my opinion, you shouldn't cram it into your head. But hey, that is required. Something that you can easily Google. You don't need to put that into your head. Free your head so that you can critically think and analyze your situations. So USB 2.0, the maximum speed 480 megabits per second. The color is black or white. The 3.0, 3.1 generation. So these are, stuff you can't commit to memory, but something you can easily Google to find out. I really don't see the point anyways. So that's just by the way. So something you just need to know for the purposes of certification. Okay. Then we have more on that. So the cables connect devices to your computer. So just as I've explained. So one end of the cable plugs into the device. The other end has a special connector that plugs into the computer port. So these are, some of it. So they are all here. From USB Type-C to what do we even call this? The one from Apple, Lightning bolt connectors. But mostly they are using what? Type-C now at the minute. So the physical part of a computer are called hardware. So this is a case study. So let's say if you can get this. Hardware can be found connected to or inside the computer. So the ones you can see and touch is hardware. Got it. Hardware that is connected to a computer is called a peripheral device. So any device you connect to the computer is a peripheral device. So devices that send information to the computer are input devices, and we've already established that. And those that receive outputs from the computer are output devices. So which of the following peripheral devices are input devices, the ones we connect to the computer? Select the three options that apply. So we have a scanner. Can you connect it to a computer? We have a monitor. Can it be connected to a computer? We have a keyboard. Can it be connected to a computer? We have the microphone. Can it be connected to a computer? We've got the headphones. Can it be connected to a computer? And we've got a projector. Can it also be connected to a computer? Then we've got the speakers. So we are looking for the peripherals that are input devices. So when you scan, are you sending something to the computer? You decide. Is that input? Is monitor an input device or output, because it displays stuff for us to see? So obviously, it should be an output. Keyboard, you type, it sends information to the system. So that is obviously an input. Then microphone, you speak, it connects or it collects the sound to the computer system. So that is also an input. Headphones, it gives us sound, you hear. Projector, it displays on the screen, so you see. So it projects outside and output. Speakers, the sounds come out, then you can listen to it. So that is output. So I believe you know the three options by now. Okay, good. Then now let's come to the Bluetooth aspect. So we say Bluetooth lets devices like phones and computer connect without wires. So accessories like your headphones or keyboards must be paired first. So it can help make hands-free calls or share files, but not all Bluetooth devices work together. So you need to have that understanding. So we're still on level 1, knowing our connectors and connections. Okay, well done. So that is essentially it for this lesson. And if it has been helpful, please and please and please and please again, don't forget to subscribe or follow, and do all to share. If you need any consultation on how to get started as a school, maybe you want to run certificate programs in your school, I have over 8 years experience of doing this, and I can help you successfully integrate the programs into your existing curriculum. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. And that is what all I'm about. Making sure you improve the way you use the computers, and also aligning your skill set with globally recognized standards through Certiport and Pearson VUE Business Certification pathways. Blessings abundance, and see you in the next lesson.